Get ready for Real Estate Best Buys. Buying, selling, building, financing. Real Estate Best Buys brings you the very best buys in local real estate, plus national news and information, tips and tricks, and expert commentary on all things real estate. And now, it's time for Real Estate Best Buys.
Good morning, Southwest Florida. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tamburello of Steelbridge Realty.
And good morning, Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty.
And we come together every week talking about the very best buys across all of Southwest Florida and information that's relevant to our market. Interestingly, the housing starts are up 12.1% according to the National Association of Home Builders. We're going to talk about that even maybe a little bit later in the show. Unemployment numbers are looking good. We've been talking for a long time about one of the things that's really going to be pivotal in this recovery for real estate is the employment, and that is shaping up to be pretty good. So things are looking up. Tamburello, you going to be opening your bank today?
Nope, not today.
Not today. All right, we'll stay tuned for the grand opening of the Tamburello Bank. So,
and everywhere you look, I mean, every article you read, every statistic you look at, almost every statistic, but things are looking up. Absolutely,
it's a trend. It's not a piece of data.
If you drive around Naples, just for an example, you can't get around Naples anymore.
It's getting
the traffic
crazy.
is back, and it's full, and it's exciting, and that time of year, so all good things.
So how's inventory in Naples?
Inventory continues to shrink. It's amazing. I mean, I was out with a buyer this week and set up appointments on one day, double checked the morning that I was picking them up, and two of them were gone.
It's incredible.
Under contract.
Yep.
And it happened for the show, actually, again, But no, seriously, the inventory is, that is serious too, but the inventory is going down. It's going down every week. And the interesting thing is, I look at the MLS at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day and during the day, but at the end of the day, then you see, another, 100 new listings. Or 87 new listings, so it's not like that part of it's just dying. That's happening. That really is happening, and it's a great time to list. I know we sound like realtors when we say that, but the reality is it is because as the 100 or new listings are coming on, you've got 150 that are off the market.
Yep.
So it's exciting.
But inventory
really
is dwindling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, here's the neat part about all that. You have, I'm looking at Lee County. I did a presentation at the RIA for what happened in 2012. You had a 26% increase year over year in median for the whole county, and you had a 17.9% increase in average price. The cash percentage in 11 was 69.5. You have to put $5 in a jar.
That's right.
The cash
We're going to have a
percentage
heck of a party at the
for
end of the year.
2012 is 65.8. So you had a significant jump in price, and the cash percentage only went down like 3%, which 4%, which tells you it's not leverage, it's the market. If people are writing checks, that's a market. That's not, in 2005, with 100% no-doc loans, everybody was swinging a big stick. Why not? It's not your money. I might as well try $1 million house. If I make 20% on that, it changes my life. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And that was the rationale for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I would look at the numbers from year over year, and here's an interesting thought. Look at the world in 2008 here for real estate, and then forward yourself to today, and what a difference it is.
Different world.
Yeah.
Oh,
I in this presentation, I said, here's a chart from 2008, and I had a mushroom cloud from a nuclear explosion. And then here's my chart for 2013, and it was kind of like the sunrise over the ocean. Everything's better now, a new day. So.
Yeah.
It's all good things. And it's every price point. It's not
It is. Absolutely it is. And on Marco, same thing. And it's all price points. We're seeing multi-million-dollar properties get sold, and the $300,000 properties get sold, and there's few and far between of the $300,000 properties anymore. It's all it's all being absorbed, and we're at least in the way I see it, we're going up that ladder again. The one at 300 gets sold. Well, the next property is 320.
It's $10 in a jar.
Wow.
I've decided to.
He got a new phone.
I
That's
thought I turned this off, and it doesn't go off. So I guess I'm not as hip as I
How
thought
old
I
your
was.
daughter?
There you go.
She'll fix it for you.
There
She's
you go.
6 in 2 weeks. So
She'll fix it for
God.
you.
she's got her iPad.
She'll fix it.
It's unbelievable. So, what was I saying? So it's
Your daughter's smarter than you, essentially.
Everybody's smarter than me. But it is all price points, and there are some parts of the market now that are non-existent on Marco. You can't buy water direct lots for what you could. You can't buy homes for what you could, and it's really an interesting time.
But it's still almost cheaper. Like particularly, I was looking, if you take out the distress sales, our market in Lee County was up 5% year over year. I stripped out all the distress sales and looked at the real market, and the real market was a 5% year over year increase. And it's still below replacement cost.
Yeah.
And that's the key is, and we're going to hit a point in pricing where when it hits that threshold of I can have the same house new or the same house old for the same money, that's when I think pricing is going to kind of sputter and stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we still haven't even for the most part hit replacement cost.
Well, I mean, we're in a full-on rebound, and people say, "Oh, it will never get back to where we once were." But I'm not so sure of that.
Look at housing prices, like the Case-Shiller. Go back 200 years and tell me where that's ever been true.
Yeah,
it's never been true.
So history will repeat itself once again.
But even in the more established communities, we're seeing a resurgence in interest and sales, and in some cases the prices are certainly ticking up just because of lifestyle choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
They want that ambiance of that community or that location or that geographic area within Collier County with those amenities, and then you make your choice. You look at a house that's 20 years old, and you look at a house that's 2 years old or 5 years old or brand new. I mean, the whole look is different, but the reality is a lot of people still are looking for that lifestyle. They're not just looking for that house.
Yep.
I mean, that's not from an investor standpoint, certainly, but from a residential standpoint.
Yeah. All right. Good information. And coming up next is some more good information. We're going to be talking with Brad Hunter of Metro Study. Some really positive news. Metro Study calls the data correctly historically. And so it's really encouraging and positive news. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buy's recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Affordable Landscaping is the real estate Best Buy's choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468. 889-1468.
BudgetBlinds.com.
Ever gone to a store to pick out new window treatments? But when you finally get home, it seems they never look quite as nice as the picture on the package. Well, there's a better way. Budget Blinds, bringing our showroom to your home. With Budget Blinds, you can view many styles such as plantation shutters, draperies, or blinds, all surrounded by your decor. No more guessing. The result? A perfect solution every time. 20 years in business, Budget Blinds is the nation's largest window treatment retailer with a personal touch from local, knowledgeable consultants. And we go the extra mile. Free temporary shades, free removal of your old blinds, and free installation. And there's a reason we're called Budget Blinds. Best quality, best value, best service, all with your budget in mind. Plus our exclusive no questions asked warranty.
Come discover Budget Blinds. For special discount offers, visit BudgetBlinds.com. That's BudgetBlinds.com. Or call 1-888-88-BUDGET.
Budget Blinds, a style for every point of view.
BudgetBlinds.com.
Are you buying a home? You've come to the right place. Here's more Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for Real Estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tumbarello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty.
And let's get into some of the buys. Who's going first? How about Sandy?
Hey, absolutely. Go first this time. This is a beauty. It's a condo in Vanderbilt Beach. There's actually a few available here, only a few, in the Vanderbilt Surf Colony. The one I picked out to talk about today, however, is a 2-2. And the reason I picked this particular one is, you know, you talk about location, but this is the views. From this condo, it's got a wraparound lanai, absolutely gorgeous. You see the Gulf of Mexico, Vanderbilt Beach, Delano Wiggins Pass, State Park, Turkey Bay. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can see, you know, everywhere. So it's not just one body of water or one preserve or one lake or whatever. This is gorgeous. Beautifully built out. And, you know, just waiting for a new owner, and a great place to spend a vacation, spend a winter, close to so many things, so many great restaurants and opportunities, not far from Mikado. So if this is something that is of interest to you, I'd love to show it to you. My number is 239-595-0714.
Okay, Tumbarello.
Oh my God, Jeff, you put me on the spot here. I wasn't ready. I have a freshwater lot that looks all the way down the canal. You have those canals that look all the way down the canal. You've got utilities are there. There's an open balance. 1525 Southeast Santa Barbara Place. You have cost certainty with your water and sewer. I think there's about $7,000 left there. We'd have to research it. You look down the canal. You're pretty close to everything. 17.9.
Wow.
For pretty amazing. I mean, literally, you stand on this canal and you look down the whole length of the canal. That is a pretty awesome view.
That's what us Marco Island bumpkins, we call a long water view.
A long water view?
Yeah. And that's what we
is
call
there
it
a
in
long
Naples,
water
too.
tip view?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
There's a hybrid. Yeah, there's something like that.
Okay, that's your assignment, Mr. Phelps, if you choose to accept it for next week.
Well, I'll look into that.
All right. If you'd like more information on this, you can give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All right. And what do you call a real estate Best Buy that gets better? I mean, if it's already a Best Buy, is it a bester buy? Whatever it may be, we'll have to define that.
Because next
I can't
week,
come up with anything sarcastic, and I'm trying so hard.
I can tell you what you call it. At least in another 7 days, you're going to call it a woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Pending.
Maybe. You know, this is I've talked about this property more than once before. This is 773 Holly Court on Marco Island. They've done a couple of price reductions. I think it's a Best Buy. The house, admittedly, is funky inside, but it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of moving maybe a wall or two. I mean, that's really not a big deal. This is 773 Holly Court. It's over 2,000 square feet under air. It's on the water. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's in good shape. I mean, it's a solid home. Just needs an updating and a going through. It was through the last time I talked about it as a Best Buy, it was $369.9. It's now $335. It is a real estate bestest buy on Marco Island. It absolutely is. So if you'd like to see this or get more information, give me a call, 239-450-3000. Maybe the three of us just go and buy
I'm
it.
telling you. And, sometimes the problem is you walk into a place, and if you don't have vision, or if you don't want or if you don't want to deal with it,
Yep.
it is not the right house for you, regardless of what the price
Yeah.
is. But, with a little bit of vision, and maybe that has to come from your realtor,
Yeah.
and a little bit of, work,
Yeah.
you've got a great deal.
A great deal, because you do the work, and then it's a case of synergy where 1 + 1 then equals 4.
Right.
Because you factor in the price of the house, you factor in the
I didn't
cost.
know you're a congressman.
Oh yeah, that's my other job. You want to talk about gun control?
No.
I've got some ideas.
No.
We all do, but no. Wrong show.
All right, so let's see what. So through 773 Holly Court, 335. Give me a call, 239-450-3000. Sandy.
Okay.
So what's your position on gun control
I
today?
have a gorgeous single family, 2+ den, 2-bath home in an area called Ibis Cove. This is in the Gulf Coast High School District. This is listed at $189,900. It is a foreclosure. It's got a lake view. It's almost 1,600 square feet. This is eligible for Fannie Mae Home Path. 2-car garage. This is a beauty, and built in 2002. So as Jeff says, before the boom. Great opportunity for somebody. It really is. This is a great location. A nice home, 2+ den, 2-bath, in an area called Ibis Cove. They have nice amenities. They do a community pool, fitness center, tennis courts, all that good stuff that lots of folks like.
Are you sure about Ibis Cove? Isn't it Ibis Cove?
Oh, I call it Ibis. You call it Ibis, tomato.
We've got a lot of
potato.
things we have to define
Well, I'm
today.
dyslexic, so you don't really want to listen to me on grammar.
Silly Cove.
Yeah.
All right.
I could break into song here with tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. No, let's not. But anyway, okay, Ibis Cove, whatever.
I'll let you decide. It's your territory.
We'll let the buyer decide.
All right.
That's the most
All right.
important thing. So anyway.
What come you here to do?
That's right. Again, it's listed at $189,900. This is at $121 a square. Great opportunity, seriously, for somebody to own a single-family home in a great area. So if you're interested in seeing either an Ibis or an Ibis, give me a call at 239-595-0714.
All right, we have to take a break, and we'll define a few things during the break. Tomato,
That's
Ibis,
right.
Ibis, long water, and tip. So we've got our work cut out for us. Folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
Opportunity is knocking. Become a member now. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association was established in November 2003 and is now an industry leader. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association has been on the cutting edge of data gathering and analysis of the housing downtrend and foreclosures. Our analysis and trend reporting has made us an expert source for the media and set standards by which the housing market is analyzed and trended within the industry. Our members are real estate investors, real estate agents, title agents, insurance agents, landlords, property managers, wholesalers, rehabbers, note buyers, hedge fund managers, bulk asset purchasers, foreclosure and probate investors, and people just like you who are looking to gain a competitive edge. Our motto is knowledge withheld is knowledge wasted. Join us and check us out on the web at www.swflreia.com. That's www.swflreia.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
Hello, my name is Tim Ivy. I'm married and the proud father of 4 beautiful children. I cannot think of anything more important than their protection and safety. That's why I'm proud to speak to you about Aegis Microbe Shield, a state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly antimicrobial product which can be applied to all surfaces. It provides a permanent barrier against germs and microorganisms. This green technology was developed by Dow Corning and has been used by NASA, the NFL, and even the United States Army. And now it's available to you. My company, Microbial Block, is the exclusive provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology to all of Florida. It has been proven effective in homes, hospitals, assisted living facilities, schools, athletic facilities, and more. For a free quote, call me today at 239-300-7585. That's 239-300-7585. Or you can log on to my website at www.microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. Microbialblock.com.
Learn the secrets to getting it sold with Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. And, we enjoy having Jeff Tamburello here. He's a number cruncher and an analytical guy, to say the least. Never thought I'd say it, but there's another analytical guy in our midst today, Brad Hunter with Metro Study. Good morning, Brad. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Well, speaking of numbers, there's 3 kinds of economists, those that can count and those that can't.
My favorite one is if you ask 9 economists, their opinion on the economy, you'll get 8 answers unless one of them went to Harvard, and then you'll get 9.
How many economists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They like to keep you in the dark.
All right, I'm going to pass in the interest of our listeners. I won't.
All right, yeah, we don't. Fortunately, we don't make our money on our comedic
talents.
That's
yes,
right.
Exactly.
Anyway, folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We're talking to Brad Hunter. Brad, you're with Metro Study. What is Metro Study?
Metro Study is a national housing market research company. We advise national home builders, banks, investment companies, and we are nationwide. We have 500 people who drive 500,000 miles every quarter. I hate to think about our carbon footprint, but that's the only way to verify what's going on in the field. And we cover about 80 markets around the country.
Wow. So, I just had a press release come across my desk from the National Association of Home Builders that housing starts are up 12.1% in December. Your numbers matching up with that?
Well, it's funny. If you read the fine print on that press release, it shows that housing starts went up 12.1%, plus or minus 13.4%.
Oh my God.
So what the federal government is actually telling you is that the number might have gone up, it might have gone down. They're not really sure, but odds are it went up, and it is consistent with our own research. And the federal government has this huge confidence band around their numbers because they're doing a survey, and it's a very small, limited sample. We actually do a 100% count of starts in all the markets that we track, and we're actually showing that housing starts in the Naples-Fort Myers area are up by 33% over the last 12 months. That's comparing fourth quarter of 2012 to fourth quarter 2011.
33%.
Well, I mean, you drive around. That's pretty obvious.
It's really all because of this show.
I think so. I think it's all because of you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
no.
Tamburello.
It's exciting, though. And I think, this is, me and all my friends kind of comment, but I think they're building smarter, too. They're not just building more, they're building smarter in terms of they're more in tune, seemingly, with what the buyers are looking for and not just going out and building these, grand dam kind of
it's
places.
fascinating. Sorry, Sandy, with the housing starts, the percentages is when you look at the year-over-year numbers, they're probably not as exciting if you go from 100 to 130, but when you start looking at the percentages, and particularly when you start tracking multiple years by percentage, you can really gauge out a trend, and we're already into the next cycle for the building side. It's just really a matter of just time now.
Well, and we're not going backwards and we're not stagnant. So I think that alone is exciting. But the fact that, it is growing with, pick a number, any number. They're all good news at this point.
Yeah. But so 33%, I mean, that's a huge number. How do you arrive at that? What kind of...
Well, we like I said, we actually drive and we look at each lot that each builder has within the market, and we look for a start. And it's not a start until they pour the foundation. When they pour the cement, that's a start. We count it, and then we track that house all the way until it is completed, and then we look for signs of occupancy because we're trying to figure out, was this a spec? Is it real demand? Are there curtains in the windows now? Is there a welcome mat? Clues like that tell us whether there's actual end-user demand. And that indicator was really important to track during the boom years, 2003, 2004, 2005. What we were able to see, and it helped us really call the top of the market pretty accurately, is that we were able to say the finished vacant supply is getting outside of the normal range. We look at it in terms of months of supply, so it's scaled according to actual move-ins. And again, we're looking at move-ins according to people hanging curtains in the houses, more or less. So what that allowed us to do is to say houses are being completed and they're closing, but nobody's moving into them. And so we know that this is a precursor to a decline in home prices and a decline in home production. And so we were seeing that happening in 2004. We called the top accurately, and then sure enough, end of 2005, the bottom fell out.
Yep.
So it continues to be an important indicator to watch, that finished vacant inventory number. And it's come down very sharply. It's come down by about 2/3. It's back to 2001 levels. So that's why we're seeing starts increase once again.
Another modality in this that really, and it could be trackable, is that you've got all the shells that they stopped building when the market fell out. And when I ride around, particularly like Pelican Preserve and some of the developments like that, they're finishing those shells. And those I don't think they're necessarily going to show up as a housing start, but they kind of should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is kind of in motion again.
It's a restart.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I want to lodge a complaint. Why didn't you call me in 04 and 05 and clue me into this? It could have saved me a couple of dollars there.
Really, all of us.
I was jumping up and down and waving my hands, but nobody back in 04 wanted to listen. It was very much the boy who cried wolf, because I started issuing warnings in late 03, and then by middle of 04, everybody was saying, well, Brad was sure wrong.
Maybe we can turn the clock back. So turning the clock back maybe, but looking forward, so what are the signs telling you now for the next year or 2 years or 3 years?
We are expecting continued increased housing production and increased housing demand. My forecast for housing starts in the next year nationwide is 930,000, and it was in the 700s last year. So That's a pretty big increase. We're looking for 1.1 million the year after that. So we're going to get slowly back up to normal. A normal level would be around 1.4, 1.5 million starts a year, and a couple of years later we'll get to that.
And obviously the Naples-Fort Myers area is helping that number.
Oh, yeah. Naples and Fort Myers are coming back up. And, in fact, what's happening is we're getting to a point once again where the big problem is shortages of lots, especially in the Naples market. Builders are saying, I can't find enough lots to replace my projects. And, interestingly enough, some of the builders that are in Naples are saying, I don't know where to find lots, and yet there's new builders coming in from the Tampa, Bradenton area and setting up shop. So there are deals out there to be had, but people have to pay. Builders have to pay more for their lots, and that's why the home prices are going up. In part, the prices are going to continue to go up because lots are not getting any more plentiful, and the demand is increasing.
Well, it was a little scary, I have to say. This week I was out with a customer, actually they're from Canada, and they want new, and so we were driving around, and fortunately I have a lot to show them. And it was a situation where they were in phase 2 of release of lots in this particular development, and she says to us, the prices are going to go up on Saturday. We were there on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my God, deja vu all over again. It was a little scary.
Yep.
Yeah, no, prices are ratcheting up pretty fast now, and that's creating urgency, which we haven't had for years. People are now saying, I better buy today, lock in today's interest rate, lock in today's price, build some equity. So people are moving out of the 30-year-olds are moving out of mom and dad's spare room and getting their own place, and that's filling up some of the rentals, and that in turn filling up some of the single-family homes as well.
Good signs, Brad. I want to thank you for coming. So lastly, is there an area of concern, something that can derail this?
Something we should look out for.
That's right.
Well, we just got the ruling as to what QM is defined to be, and this Dodd-Frank legislation is having it's causing a bit of turmoil, and it's making banks more cautious about giving people loans. So I'd say that the biggest threat is the trouble that people are having getting qualified for mortgages these days.
No problem. Tomborello's opening a bank and going to be giving out mortgages.
Perfect.
Just come on in and give us your name.
If you could see the look on his face.
I'm just trying to get a hold of Ben Bernanke's button that he makes all this money with, and by God, we'll do it.
All right. Brad, thanks again for joining us. People, if they want to see your information or get in contact, maybe your best place is your website. Is that?
Yeah, metrostudy.com.
Metrostudy.com. Brad Hunter, thank you very much for joining us. Folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We're going to take a break and come right back after this. Stay tuned.
There's a wise old saying, you cannot build a solid structure on a shaky foundation. Nowhere is this truer than when it comes to the construction of your next house or commercial building. Often overlooked, concrete is one of the most important parts of the building process, so be sure to call the best in concrete construction. General Concrete Corporation. General Concrete builds slabs that are level, walls that are plumb, and buildings that are square. This will save you time, money, and headaches now and well into the future. Call General Concrete at 239-571-1100. for a free quote on any size job. New homes or commercial buildings, remodels, additions, even patios and sidewalks. General Concrete gets it done right the first time. Call General Concrete now at 239-571-1100. That's 239-571-1100.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buy's recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
In today's competitive real estate market, timing is everything. Steelbridge Realty LLC is a licensed real estate brokerage headquartered in Lee County that utilizes cutting-edge marketing techniques to offer solutions in today's market. Steelbridge Realty's group of professionals have decades of experience and have navigated through many business cycles. If you own real estate that you're thinking of selling, we would be happy to provide you with a free competitive market analysis. If you have any general questions about buying or selling land, residential or commercial real estate in Florida, call Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. That's Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. Or you can check us out on the web anytime, day or night at www.lee-county-homes.com. That's www.lee-county-homes.com.
Thinking about building? Check in with the craftsman right now on Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys, and I guess it depends on what your definition of the word is.
There's a political stab, if there ever was one. How many people remember that one?
With the inauguration tomorrow, I can't believe you said that.
Isn't that something?
Actually, timing is everything. Right?
Timing is everything. All right, Tomborello, Best Buy #1 for this segment.
Oh, we have a house in Briarcliff. Somehow it's a 2-2 that's 2,437 square feet. I'm interested to go tour this to check it out. But you've got built in 85, 2,437 square feet under air on 2.1 acres, listed at $247,500. And this is in South Fort Myers. I mean, this is in kind of the middle of everything. Briarcliff's a really, really cool place. You can kind of have that rural setting. You can do what you want to do. You can grow a lot of tomatoes. And you can be at Coconut Point in 10, 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And you're right off 41 in South Fort Myers. If you'd like more information, you give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All righty. And I've got a coming on the market property. It's not yet on the market. This is an inland home on Marco. This is 1001 Valley. It is amazingly close to the beach. It is probably a minute and a half walk to the beach, and that's even if you're walking slow. 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms with a pool, fenced yard, great southern location on Marco Island. $399 is probably the asking price, and this kind of home in this kind of location going to be few and far between. So if you'd like to see it or get more information, give me a call. By this time next week, it may not even be available anymore. So call me at 239-450-3000. Sandy.
I just want to mention one more time our beautiful listing in the Bordeaux Club, which comes with a bottle of wine. This one is listed at $499. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. This one has 2 assigned parking spaces, which are those alone are worth the price of gold. You're right across the street from the Gulf of Mexico in Moorings. Beautiful view of Moorings Bay. This one is being offered turnkey. It's almost 1,700 square feet on the second floor, so you've got a great view. It's listed at $499,000. There are boat slips available for rent up to a 28-foot boat. We actually almost had a good deal going on this one this week, but the guy had a 37-foot boat, so that didn't work. So anyway, if you do have something in the 28-foot or smaller arena, walk outside your door, and it's right there. This is a beautiful condo, nice amenities, close to everything. So if you're interested in something like this, give me a call. I'd love to show it to you. 239-595-0714.
Okay, and I think we should maybe take a quick break, and then we'll come back and actually an interesting conversation about taxes, everybody's favorite subject. In the meantime, folks, we're putting up a new website, realestatebestbuys.com. Check it out. And if you have any questions or comments for any of our guests or any of us, by all means, send us an email, 411@realestatebestbuys.com. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this. Stay tuned.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
Investor alert! It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys. I'm Jeff Popick.
I'm Jeff Tamburello.
And Sandy Pastor.
And now joining us is Mr. Bob Denk. He's a senior economist with the National Association of Home Builders. Always a pleasure to have somebody on from the NAHB talking about some interesting stuff across Florida and across the nation. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Recently, just in the last few days or so, you guys sent out another release regarding what you call the improving housing markets. It seems like just the other day, I think it was a couple of months ago already, but your index had expanded to 201 markets. Where is it now?
Now we're at 242. We added quite a few markets between our January and December releases.
That's incredible. So just from, I don't know, what was it, a month, 2 months ago that it was 201 to go to 242? Is there, as an economist, I mean, what do we make out of not only the fact that an additional 40 markets have improved, but the rate at which the number of markets are improving?
Well, you're right. We've seen a couple of very big jumps in the last couple of months. In our November release, we were at 125, and we had built up to that number over the prior year. We started, let's back up just a second. We started in September of 2011 with only 12 markets. We climbed steadily and got to 125 in November of last year, and then in December we jumped 76 markets up to 201, and then between December and January we added another 42. So what we're really seeing here is prices have been the key, and what we've been seeing in markets around the country is that home prices have stabilized and turned the corner. They've started to move up, and that's really what's responsible for adding the leaps and bounds of markets that we've added in the last couple of months.
Now, was it a specific area of the country, or is it universal throughout the country?
No, the best news about this is that it is very widely dispersed across the country. We're seeing all of the markets sort of turn it. We're seeing lots of the markets turning the corner, and it's both the ones that were some of the hardest hit markets around the country, as well as some of the ones that weren't beaten down so bad. So we're seeing very broad-based geographic improvement around the country. Now, it's important to say it is improvement. We're not talking about all of these markets are back to normal, back to 100%, but what we're really trying to do with this index is track markets that are sort of turning the corner, hitting bottom, turning around, and showing signs of improving. It's the Improving Markets Index.
How many criteria do you use to establish an improving market?
3. To establish an improving market, we take a look at the building activity with single-family building permits. We take a look at the house prices. There's the Freddie Mac has a house price index that tracks these markets, and we look at employment. And we think those are 3 indicators that give you a feel for both housing, how housing is doing, but the broader economy in that local area, and the combination of a turnaround in housing and the general market, or the labor market, gives us the sense that we really have hit bottom, we really have turned a corner, that this improvement is sustainable, both in the housing indicators that we're seeing, but in the broader economy that's shown by the employment.
So it seems like the train has left the station now, or maybe to mix metaphors, but the pendulum now is clearly starting to swing the other way, and I think we're gaining steam.
Well, and I think as importantly, I have another question, if I may, is do you see sustainability in these markets month to month, or do you see them falling off the wagon and others coming on? And I mean, I would think that majority of them obviously are sustaining, but that could be changing as the markets change.
Well, one of the components of the index, we track these three indicators: the permits, the prices, and the employment. But we also have sort of a threshold test that what we have to see is hitting bottom and then improvement. You have to be sort of out of your trough, past your trough, for at least 6 months. That combination of we're looking at more than one thing. We're looking at the three indicators, but we're also holding you to improvement over the course of 6 months. That's what we do to try and capture sustainability. The monthly numbers in some of these indicators can be pretty volatile, and so we sort of put the 6 month threshold here. Right. Your improvement has to have legs that are at least 6 months long.
Yeah, that's good. That seasoning is exactly. That definitely adds some teeth to this as opposed to a blip on the radar screen and then it vanishes. So that's good. And Bob, I think there are 360 markets that you guys have created or track. Is that correct?
361.
361. So we're now 242 of 361. So in round numbers, that's what, 60%, 2/3 are now improving markets. That's pretty formidable, considering where we've been
a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly the point that I want to make. That we started this thing in September of 2011 with only 12 markets on. Now we're at 242, and that means about 2/3 of the markets have sort of turned the corner or showing some improvement.
So what do we attribute this to? I mean, I understand the parameters you use, but is it a case of the real estate helping the economy? Is it or is it the other way? Is it the economy now helping the real estate, or is it just feeding on itself? I mean, is there a way to sum that up easily?
In this case, it's unusual. They're a little bit separated. That over the course of the last year, we've seen some real uncertainty in the broader economy. The labor market has sort of moved in fits and starts up and down. The GDP growth has moved up and down a little bit. In contrast to that, the housing markets have had a very good 2012, that in spite of the sort of volatility in the broader economy, the housing markets really have shown steady improvement in the 2012 numbers. So the housing markets really seem to be improving in spite of weakness in the broader economy.
That's interesting. Maybe just pent-up demand. People have been sitting on the sidelines for quite a while, and people
it's become affordable too. And don't ever underestimate, when it's affordable and sustainable, it works. And we're really, this is the functioning housing market after a mania. Yep, truly.
Well, Bob, it's great information. Always a pleasure to have the National Association of Home Builders on the show. Want to thank you for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, folks. The National Association of Home Builders recognizes housing and housing providers as the strength of America. We love bringing them to you. If you have any questions or comments for Bob or anybody at the National Association of Home Builders or any of us here at Real Estate Best Buys, shoot us an email at 411@realestatebestbuys.com. That's 411@realestatebestbuys.com. We're going to take a break and come back after this.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, this is Tim with Microbial Block, a service provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology. It's an antimicrobial spray that, when applied, becomes a part of whatever surface you are applying it to. It forms a microscopic layer of pins that carry an electrical charge, and when bacteria or germ-causing microorganisms come in contact with this layer of pins, it pops like a balloon. Since it's a mechanical kill of the microorganism and not a chemical kill, the layer of pins remain on the surface to kill again. This is a green technology, so it is safe for use in any application, whether it is at home, work, school, nursery, church, or at the mall. If you see Microbial Block's green and blue shield, you know you are being protected from germs. Microbial Block, active defense against germs. Call us today at 239-300-7585 or check us out on the web at microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. microbialblock.com.
Affordable Landscaping is the real estate Best Buy's choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468.
Want some real estate tips and pointers? Listen up. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. Let's jump into them. Sandy, what do you have?
This is another foreclosure opportunity. We had the a little bit smaller home in Ibis. This one is not too far from there in Heritage Greens. This is listed at $399.9, which is $103 a square foot. This is 3861 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths home, overlooking the golf course. It has a pool. It has a spa. This is a beautiful home in Heritage Greens. It backs up to the Arrowhead Golf Course, and this is the public course that circles all the way around the community. And, of course, Heritage Green has the clubhouse and community pool and fitness center and all those good things. So, but this is a really, really awesome Best Buy for someone out there that's looking for a really nice family home, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, like I said, or extended family home, perhaps, to share amongst yourselves, depending on the time of the year. That seems to happen more and more. But for a family, it is in the Gulf Coast High School District. Great opportunity for someone, like I said. So if you're interested in this one in Heritage Greens, I'd love to show it to you. 239-595-0714.
All right. Tombarella, what do you have? We've got about a minute, so you have to talk fast, or at least the people have to listen
8900 Paseo de Valencia Street. It'd be awesome we could have Antonio Banderas say that.
Say that 10
times fast, right.
8900 Paseo de Valencia Street in Fort Myers. It's a 4-3 in Laguna Lakes, built in 05, 2,629 square feet under air, $95 a square foot for an awesome community. You have to see Laguna Lakes. It's minutes to the beach. It's just in the middle of everything. $249,900. You could not get this built for anywhere near that. It looks like it's in great shape from the pictures, and Laguna Lakes is just a neat community. It's a cool place.
Yeah.
If you'd like more information, you give us a call at Steel Bridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All right, that about wraps it up for us. Another edition of Real Estate Best Buys. We're here every week bringing you the very best buys, and it's an ever-changing target.
Ever-changing target.
All right, folks, again, you've been listening to Real Estate Best Buys. Thanks for listening.
Tune in every week for more Real Estate Best Buys. Also, you can make money, save time, minimize effort, and avoid some pain by logging in with our team of experts at realestatebestbuys.com. That's realestatebestbuys.com. Until next time, may all your buys be Real Estate Best Buys.
Hi, folks. Jeff Popick here. If you're looking to purchase a Best Buy in real estate, whether a home condo, lot, or commercial property, you should know that it costs you nothing to have an insightful and experienced realtor work for you and represent you. I have been an active real estate investor spanning almost 3 decades and also have my real estate license to help other people achieve their goals too. My specialty is representing buyers on Marco Island and in Naples find real estate best buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty, and I invite you to call me without any obligation to discuss how I can help you too. Call 239-450-3000 anytime to speak with me personally about how I can help you achieve your real estate goals. That's 239-450-3000.